These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
Hello, I'm Megan Thompson with your afternoon update right now from ABC15 Arizona. Arizona's sober living fraud case is expanding. The Attorney General announced 22 new indictments against people and companies involved. We have reported extensively on the scheme targeting Native Americans seeking addiction treatment. New charges include money laundering, theft, and conspiracy. Pima County is suing the Department of Homeland Security, saying the federal government owes them millions of dollars for caring for migrants. This comes after they've received a letter from DHS saying the agency is temporarily holding back payments that would go toward housing and services for migrants, adding up to more than $12 million. Similar letters have been sent to Maricopa and Yuma counties. The State Board of Education getting an update on the financial struggles facing Isaac Elementary School District. The district is in debt, more than $20 million. To fix it, they're closing schools and cutting staff, but leaders say families should not notice changes in the classroom. State leaders expect debt repayment could take 5 to 10 years.
Well, there's a death investigation at the Crumb Rubber Manufacturing Plant in Mesa. This is east of the Arizona Athletic Grounds and the Mesa Gateway Airport. What this facility does, in part, is they make those little rubber pellets that you see on the sports facilities. Where if there is an impact, it aims to reduce any sort of sports-related injury. Mesa police this morning telling us just after 2 a.m., an adult male fell into a piece of equipment, became trapped, and that man did not survive. Mesa police also telling us this appears to be an accident. Just after 6 o'clock this morning, we did see the Maricopa County medical examiner wheel inside the CRM, or the Crumb Rubber Manufacturing Plant. We've reached out to them to see if they can offer any more details. And then we've also learned from ADOSH that sometimes when there is a death investigation, it can take upwards of 6 months or longer to get any information. We did hear back from ADOSH, and it shows right now that there has been no worker safety violations in the past 5 years. But the headline here is an adult male fell into a piece of equipment, got trapped, and that man did not survive. Any additional information, we'll bring you the very latest at ABC15.com. Reporting in Mesa, Jordan Bonke, ABC15, Arizona.
Yeah, voters have until 7 p.m. to get that ballot in, and these elections are really decided by just a handful of votes. I went back and looked at 2023. Last time Glendale had a referendum like this in a non-election year. 5,000 votes is what made the difference in that election, and that was in November. Now we're in the early summertime when voters are not used to doing this. So what is all of this about? It's about a 10-acre plot of land at the Vi Resort. Now, supporters of the Vi Resort say they want that land to go to being a parking lot and some office space, as City Council rezoned it recently to be. But opponents say that it should remain a space for parks. But we keep hearing from those supporters of the Vi Resort that it was never supposed to be a park in the first place.
Unfortunately, if this doesn't pass, there will be delays. There will be delays on the jobs being hired. There's going to be delays on the tax revenue coming into this community.
We want to keep that 10 acres open space. We want to keep that 10 acres. We'd rather see a park than another parking lot that, I don't know if they truly need it or not. I don't think they do. And at the end of the day, I mean, being a resident in Glendale, a lot of voters feel like they've gotten bad deals.
A yes vote would allow Vi Resort to move forward as planned. A no vote could force developers to redesign part of the project. Now, even if voters reject the proposition, the resort says that the project isn't completely canceled, but it does send them back to the drawing board. There are 2 locations for people to get that ballot in if you live in Glendale: the Foothills Library or the Glendale City Clerk's Office. Reporting in Glendale, Adam Mintzer, ABC 15, Arizona.
With your most accurate forecast on this Tuesday, I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres. We'll be heating up today and the rest of the week, leading up to temperatures exceeding 100 degrees through Memorial Day weekend. Now, for this morning, we'll keep temperatures in the mid-70s through 8 o'clock. By midday, we're already in the lower 90s. And for this afternoon, we are calling for a high of 99 degrees, just shy of 100. Across the rest of the state today, we'll keep highs in the 70s for areas like the south rim of the Grand Canyon, Flagstaff, here you'll be at 72 and 73 down the road in Show Low. Wonder Rock will be at 71, but But across the lower deserts this afternoon, those highs will stay in the upper 90s to even lower 100s for places like Quartzsite and Yuma too. And it gets even hotter the rest of the week. For tomorrow, we're forecasting our first 105-degree day of the year, and hotter on Thursday with a high of 106. Your 7-day forecast showing temperatures cooling down somewhat for the holiday weekend, but staying above 100. Meanwhile, in Flagstaff, we'll keep those highs in the 70s to near 80 by Thursday, with overnight lows staying in the 30s to lower 40s.
We will have another update for you tonight. Until then, get the latest news, weather, and traffic at abc15.com. You can download our free ABC15 mobile app.
These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.